Okay, we are here. We have landed. The eagle has crashed into its nest. It's lovely to see you all. It's always such a unique and amazing blend. It's like no meal is ever the same, even if it's the same recipe. Amazing. So welcome. And the non-dual fulfillment in us greets the non-dual fulfillment in you. So we're going to take some time this evening to explore what that could be. Because within this beautiful word fulfillment, what often comes forward very quickly is a sense of not yet. It's not there, never really enough. A sense of lack. It's almost like there's a craving within the word, a hungering, maybe some incompletion, fulfillment. And maybe sometimes what we immediately get is the image of that thing which we must have. We got that electric car, or we got that house, or we got that thing, spouse, house spouse, rhymes. We got that experience. We meditated and we saw a golden calf full of bliss. Something that we got. And if it's something that we got that passed through time, if fulfillment was depending on a thing that we are able to gain, then of course fulfillment immediately comes with a sense of either impending loss or it's never really going to be there, because if we let it be there, it's already going to be gone again. So it's an interesting word, this word fulfillment. It's not in itself a thing. It's a sense, a sensation which our whole life, since the moment we've been born, it's been somewhere close to the center of our compass. This is what we're striving for, this sense of fulfillment. These places where we feel fulfilled, this food which fulfills us, these friendships which fulfill us, these animals which fulfill us. It's so much at the center, but all around it are these little demons, like the sense of failure, the sense of lack, the sense of never getting it not being there for us, it not being possible for us. Fulfillment, failure. I didn't manage to do it, to fulfill it. Now, when we were a baby and when we were born, and our parents or whoever received us looked at us, we were born as a fulfillment. There's a fulfillment of the labor, the fulfillment of the 9 months, the fulfillment maybe of the relationship, or the fulfillment of some kind of magic of relationship. Fulfillment is there in how it feels to be born. Fulfillment in us as a baby, that we managed to pull it off, this rite of passage. And we're still alive, this birth business. And we know the sense this sense of fulfillment, if we allow ourselves to move past the lack and past the failure and past the feeling of absence and the never enough, the almost good enough, past all of this, and we move into the here and now, let ourselves arrive into being right here, right now. You can recall what it feels like. Something very alive. Something bubbling, something moving very, very quickly, but without a thing in it. It's a kind of continuous excitement. But at the same time, there is this deep aspect of peace there. It's so many qualities which can come forward in the sense of every single quality: love, peace, freedom, power, wholeness, life, passion. So many qualities can come forward which are being fulfilled, the fulfillment of true nature fulfilling itself. It's so much like an embodied happiness. It's that moment where we've been chasing a carrot and we've been hit by a stick and basically we're a donkey. And there's that moment where a donkey stops and feels the immensity and its part as itself as a part of the immensity. When we arrive in the here and now, in the unknown wonder or amazingness of it. And it can have a sense of completion in it, because when we awaken at any one moment, in the flow of time, and we break through the flow of time, and suddenly we are stillness, we are here, we are now. Everything that happened before that was leading up to this moment of being here now, in a way. Everything is seen and felt as perfect. Everything is intuited as having its own intelligence that brings us to this moment of wow. And then the key question becomes, is it a moment? Is it just a moment? Is fulfillment immediately lost because we get spoiled and we get used to it and we make it a habit? And yeah, I got the spouse, I got the house, I got the dog, I got this, I got that. Do we fall asleep within it? Now you can feel the quality of gratitude showing up. To the rescue, gratitude to the rescue as a quality, as a feeling. So, like so many aspects of our true nature, fulfillment gets translated into time through our minds. And we enslave ourselves to time in a way, and we position the good stuff either far behind us, as fulfilling to be a child perhaps, probably not, or in the future. Like we're sitting like beggars at the table of kings, and now and again a crumb will come, like it did once before. Enslaved in time, waiting with this promise, this expectation, waiting, maybe longing, maybe even forgetting to long for this fulfillment which never comes. And if it does come, it splashes over us and then it's gone. What is that? So it's a key question. Is this quality of fulfillment, is it time bound? Is it something that happens in time, that's an effect of time? Is it a place that we get to? Is it an effect of space? Is it when I climb that mountain? And if I don't climb the mountain, I don't get the fulfillment. Is it bound in time and space? Or is it a bullet hole in time and space, in the fabric of this dimension, in which something much more alive is shining through? Something much more of a celebration, something more potent, more real. There's bliss in it, and happiness in it, and purpose in it, and intelligence in it. Is it something that we get later, tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes? Is it something we had in the past, but we lost it somehow? Does it belong to time? Is it part of this suffering which can be experienced as time? Is it infinitely deferred until later, maybe till the afterlife? Maybe when we finally die, we get the fulfillment. Maybe there is a moment of fulfillment when we die. But is it because we completed a job, or is it because we pass into this dimension behind all this form, where the fulfillment is perpetual, fulfilling itself, like the water, alive, circulating, moving through vibrations of expression, so alive, through the heart, the aliveness of the heart, the excitement of being here now, in freedom. So when we posit fulfillment as something that we're working towards, without even having a feeling connection of what it would feel like, we become lost in time. We start slaving, trying to gain more and more and more till we're full up, but all the time it's like we're in this realm of hungry ghosts. We're hungering and we're hungering, and it's like a bottomless pit. The more we get, the more we want. More gain, more gain, more gain, more gain, until we get to the top of the pyramid, and it's so lonely at the top. And we've got billions and billions of monies, bitcoins. And it's nonsensical, it's senseless. It doesn't give us anything. We become bitter, we become cruel, even more hungry ghosty. Because the bitterness that the money doesn't make us feel fulfilled. And all the time, as we are gaining and gaining and gaining, we might notice in the corner of our eyes that we are losing and losing and losing and losing. And nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to be a loser. We are all winners, right? Especially if we live in the right country. Sorry. Nobody wants to be a loser. How it feels to be a loser. How it feels to be lost. Lost in space without an anchor. Even when we're among family, feeling lost on the inside, being afraid to awaken in the here and now, because partly what comes forward when we awaken in the here and now can be this sense of loss. We're lost and we're losing. Lostness. Walking through a city alone, knowing where we're going, but feeling totally lost. What could we gain which could take that away? This sense of loss. Of course, with the sense of loss is the association energetic of so many disasters of what we have experienced in the past, what we have gained as an experience, where we lost our homes, where we lost our physique, where we lost whatever, our family, our loved ones, where we lost our way. Where we lost the clarity of our minds, like me at this moment. How can we fight that? How can we say, I will never be a loser, I will only be a winner, I will have the best, and screw the rest? Grabbing on each moment, but each moment gets lost, and each time I try and seize something, gain it, have it. I have love now. Where did it go? It became a having, and then a wanting, and then a more, and then the bottomless pit, the hungry ghost. We have been so much conditioned or educated or taught to resist loss. To resist loss, to resist losing, to resist feeling ourselves to be a loser or to be lost. It's not allowed. If you feel lost, pretend you know where you're going. Like all those other people who all seem to know where they're going and what they're doing, and all those of you feeling lost on the inside, lost in the soul. Make something up. Pretend that the soul has a map, that it's all under control. Like all those other ones, all of those ones that say they know what's going on here. All of them spiritual teachers that in the background, they're not any different from anyone else. No one has a clue where we're going. If we knew, it wouldn't be fun, would it? And we can't resist this loss. We resist this loss, we make things so difficult for ourselves. Because what happens when we resist the sense of loss, the experience of loss, is we become kind of grandiose. We don't even know how to keep ourselves, to keep our own bodies, to keep our own personalities, to keep our own ideas. How could we hold on to anything else? We move into illusion very quickly. It's like we're like the king that tells the sea to go backwards when the tide is coming in. When we decide to argue with the river that it's going the wrong way, like one river in Virginia, definitely flowing the wrong way, but you know, that's nature. That the sky actually should be a different color, that the world is flat. We become grandiose. We stop allowing the experience of what it means to be alive, which is a perpetual flow of gain and loss and gain and loss and gain and loss. The birth of this moment, the loss of this moment, the birth of the next moment, the loss of the next moment. The flow of change, where nothing can be kept or held in time. Time itself is changing all the time. It's always getting lost. And we're chasing it and being chased by it, being tortured within it. It's running out. As if we ever had it. And behind all of that, this amazing ability we have collectively to persuade ourselves that we can resist loss. There is the all-prevailing clear wisdom, fact of impermanence. Everything is passing, and we are passing too. If you show me a scientist that says that it's not passing, all the phenomena, all the experience, everything that we touch is passing. Show me that scientist, I show you a scientist who is passing through. A lost one. Impermanence. Every single tradition where people actually awaken in the here and now, every mystical stream, one of the first insights is all is change, all is impermanence, all is losing. And when we resist what we know to be the case, something in us begins to die. Ironic. That's maybe why when we contemplate death, we begin to feel so very alive, not because we're not dead, but because there is something so true and free in the letting go, in the allowing the flow. Immediately as we lose, we gain. As the river crashes and becomes, and the water molecules explode, it becomes steam. It becomes vapor. And as the vapor becomes a cloud, the cloud gets lost, it becomes rain. There's a constant formation and reformation. Cannot be, life cannot be without loss and gain. And part of this, the essence of this, the heart of the experience of this, is this sense of fulfillment in the here and now. But no, fulfillment is later. We're not worthy. First, we have to find ourselves. Where's it? Where do we find a self? Where do we look to find ourselves? Do we look into the afterlife? Do we look in the mirror? Take a snapshot of an image which is immediately lost the moment we stop looking in the mirror? And what are we gaining here? What's our attainment? You know, we're all involved with spirituality. We are all looking partly to attain something. So what's that all about? How can one of the greatest traditions, Buddhism, talk about impermanence and the transient nature, the passing nature, the losing nature of all we could ever experience, all phenomena, all things, at the same time talk about attainment? That's a bit of a riddle. What would spiritual attainment be? It's one of the first things we realize as mystics, is that everything is passing. Then what could we attain? What would bring us fulfillment? What status could we get? What honor could we receive? What robe could we put on? What acclaim could there be? What affirmation from the world could there be, or affirmation from the heavens could there be, that we could keep and say, we have gained? We will never go back. Never go back to that miserable place of suffering where we were before. What an attainment. We have gained immunity from being alive like everybody else. Immunity from suffering. What's that about? Aren't we doing the same thing again? Treading through the wheel of time, trying to get to this attainment when we won't have to bother about being alive anymore. It's tricky. And who can say anything about this? Who is the greatest authority? The only way we can find our relationship to this is by going inside and looking deeply into our own sense of value. Those moments where the light shone through, which are eternal, because we were here now. Those drops of awakening, immediately fulfilling, so fulfilling that even the word fulfillment falls away. As Rumi said, there is a field, I will meet you there, where the world other loses its meaning, beyond right and wrong. This field, which is constantly fulfilling. So is that an attainment, to come to that place here and now, that realization that there is a way to be in the ocean of loss and impermanence and gain and loss and gain and loss and gain and loss, in which every moment of experience, whether it's losing or gaining, is part of the ocean, is part of the river, is part of the celebration, is part of the suchness, is part of the beauty, is part of the miracle. Maybe that's an attainment. But then it's not gaining, is it? Because you can't keep it. You can just allow it. It's almost like the opposite of keeping. It's offering and offering and offering and offering. It's not gimme, 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 my status, my attainment. It's sharing and sharing and sharing and living and living and living and living beyond the ideas of right and wrong. So maybe the word attainment is a bad word, bad translation. It's like a non-attainment. It's a releasing from the attachments to the slavery of time and future gain based on past credit, punishment, reward, all of this power-based abuse, which has conditioned us into a dimension where being able to feel anything at all is already fulfilling. It fulfills itself. It's such an amazing quality because it helps us, when we really begin to investigate it, it helps us switch tracks from a pathway of suffering, a kind of hell loop, the hungering ghost dimension, into this place where even the hungering ghost dimension is a kind of amazing experience. It has its own kind of fulfillment. Being able to feel that, being able to understand the intelligence within that. So the key is always going to be, again and again, through the doorway, through the needle's eye of the here and now. And in that moving through the needle's eye, in becoming here now, what happens is that consciousness is revealed or starts to move with freedom beyond the attached places where it's attached within the belief systems, the ideas, the beliefs associated with sufferings, real sufferings like hunger or abandonment, neglect, real sufferings. Now transposed onto, I must have the next iPhone, where there is a space behind that, where there begins to be a clarity of perception. And already with that clarity of perception into this world of our own personality, our own psyche, the tapestry of our own suffering, already there is fulfillment. Something goes from being annoying to kind of awesome. What is that feeling? Annoyance. What is that? What is feeling annoyed? What's behind it? It's like a Bordeaux from 67. It's an amazing flavor annoyance. It's a little bit spicy, but it's got a depth. It's got an age to it. It's waiting for us to awaken. And then when we do awaken and we gain this attainment place, which is not a thing, it's perpetual. It's like the waterfall. It's awaken, awaken, awaken. It's moments, drops of awakening, splashing through whatever on earth the broken shell is that we are. And let's say we find a place of love, and love is the fulfillment. And we feel boundless, unconditional stillness of love, amazing, infinite love. And we say, here we are in the fulfillment. But we hold on to it, we grab it. We say, okay, I am love, I've got the love. And then comes along our path someone who's really suffering. And this form of suffering of this person is a suffering which isn't kind of pitiful and weak. They're really horrible. They're cursing you and they hate you and they are full of disgust and repulsion. They're doing everything they can to make you feel pain. What does love do then? What happened to our attainment? Did we gain it? What happens to love when it meets hatred? It's annoying. So where's the fulfillment? Is it gone? Or is the fulfillment now in a whole process of learning, of understanding? We take out the judgment. What is this? How is love reacting now? Does love stop? What does it change its flavor a bit? Does it show up in different ways? Is it free? Are we free? And even moving a little bit with such a spiritual conflict where suffering meets true nature immediately brings a sense of the depth of fulfillment. And we can know it because at a certain moment there's a deep peace behind the excitement. A kind of ocean, a deep ocean of sanity, without language, without mind, but so clear. Also, this is there in this fulfillment quality. So one thing which is important is that I stop talking because I've gone over time. So we will take a 5-minute break. It's suddenly inspired. And after that, we will do a meditation on fulfillment, loss and gain.
Welcome, everybody. Hi. So let me put myself a little bit more full into the picture. It's so nice to see you all again. So let's move into the guided meditation of today, a guided meditation around fulfillment. So if you could find a relaxed position, and when you found a relaxed position, maybe you can bring your attention to the physical body. And to where the physical body is supported by the chair, the couch, the mattress, the floor. And maybe it's possible to relax into this support. And in connecting with your physical body, some areas are comfortable and maybe some areas are not so comfortable. And just allow both to be there. The comfort and the discomfort. And in allowing both to be there, maybe it's possible to bring your attention to the one who is conscious of the body, one who is aware of the body. And bring your conscious awareness towards that one, towards the aware, the conscious one. And bringing our attention to the aware, conscious one. I'd like you to regress back to a moment of fulfillment in your life, a moment you felt fulfilled. And maybe it's possible if you bring your attention back to a moment of fulfillment, to let go of the moment and just to stay with the feeling, the sense of fulfillment. And with this sense of fulfillment, we reconnect with the physical body. And just be aware how the body is reacting on this experience of fulfillment, the energy, the vibration of fulfillment. And how are the legs reacting? on this vibration of fulfillment, when we kind of, softly move with the vibration of fulfillment around and through our legs and feet. And how is the pelvic reacting when we bring our conscious awareness towards the pelvic with the vibration of fulfillment? And how is our belly and lower back reacting when we bring our conscious awareness to our belly and lower back with the sense of fulfillment? And how is our chest area reacting when we bring our conscious awareness towards the chest area with the sense of fulfillment? And how are our shoulders and arms, hands reacting when we bring our conscious awareness to our shoulders, our arms, and hands with the vibration of fulfillment? How is our neck reacting when we bring our conscious awareness towards our neck with the experience of fulfillment? And how is our head reacting when we bring our conscious awareness towards our head and face with the feeling of fulfillment? And then we bring our conscious awareness again to our whole body. And to where the body is supported by the chair, the couch, the mattress, the floor. And then we bring again our conscious awareness to the one who is conscious aware, the one who is aware, conscious of the physical body. And then I'd like you to regress back or connect to a moment that you felt a loser, or connect with the feeling of being a loser. And just allow the feeling to be there and give it some space and time. And just notice how the physical body is reacting on this. And whatever reaction is coming forward, just give it space and give it time. And just notice where the strongest reaction is in your physical body or around your physical body. Where is the strongest reaction on the experience of being a loser in or around the body? And then I'd like you to let this experience go again. And just connect with the whole physical body and where the body is supported by the chair, the couch, the mattress, the floor. And maybe it's possible to allow the body to even relax a little bit more into this support. And then I'd like you again to connect with the sense, the feeling, the experience of fulfillment, the vibration of fulfillment. And maybe it's possible to surround the area which was reacting the strongest on being a loser, to surround this with the sense of fulfillment. And just allow everything what comes forward to come forward. You're surrounding the area which was reacting the strongest on the sense of being a loser with the feeling of fulfillment. And whatever comes forward, whatever reaction, give it some space and time. And then I like you to reconnect again with the whole physical body. And where the body is supported by the chair, the couch, the mattress. And just allow the body to relax even more deeper into this support. And then I'd like you to request back or make a feeling connection with that you really wanted to win. Or that you wanted to gain something. And allowing this feeling, wanting to win, wanting to gain, having to gain, having to win. And give it some space and time. And just be aware how your body is reacting on this experience. And where is your body reacting the strongest? Then I'd like you to let this go again and to connect with the whole physical body. And with where the body is supported by the chair, the couch, the mattress, the floor. And just allow the body to relax even more into this support. And then I'd like you to again connect with the sense of fulfillment. And give it some time to allow this vibration to grow inside yourself. And maybe it's possible to surround the area in or around your body which was reacting the strongest. And having to win, wanting to win, to gain. And surround this area with the vibration of fulfillment. And whatever is coming forward, just give it space and time. And then I'd like you to let go of this again and to connect with the whole physical body. And with the sense of fulfillment. And maybe it's possible to expand the sense of fulfillment to all the cells of the body. And allowing whatever reaction is coming forward to come forward. Okay, it is time while we slowly are coming back to say goodbye to the people on the live stream. And thank you for joining us. It was very, very nice to feel your presence here again and to share with us the talk and the meditation. And we hope to see you next week again.